Hi, I'm Glenn Chrisman. I'm the police chief for the city of Murfreesboro. We operate a full-service, public safety, state-accredited law enforcement agency for the city of Murfreesboro. And we provide a variety of services for our citizens that are consistent with that mission. Our mission is to provide public safety services, law enforcement services, as well as making sure that the number one priority on the agenda from the mayor and council is to provide safe and livable neighborhoods. Our department is staffed with 320 employees. We have 232 sworn police officers that serve across 4 divisions. The uniform division is the largest division. It includes all of the uniformed services folks. Our criminal investigation division is staffed with about 47 criminal investigators who investigate crimes beyond the initial investigation by the first responding officer. And within criminal investigations, we have a number of specialty divisions that include crimes against property or property crimes, personal crimes, special victims unit, our vice unit, our gang unit, and then we have a general investigations unit that works out of that division as well. Our operations division houses our records and evidence section, our police fire communications section that provides all of the dispatching services and 911 services for the city of Murfreesboro, as well as our Office of Professional Responsibility. OPR is where citizens can report what they believe or what they see as complaints against police officers, and those are investigated, and hopefully we get to the bottom of what that complaint is to provide the best services to our citizens that we can. And finally, our administrative services division is really the business division for the operation of the police department. All of our personnel, payroll, supply, community education and training, our training operations for the police department generally, and then our school programs, all of our school education, DARE, GREAT, and the work that we do with Murfreesboro City Schools is all housed within the Administrative Services Division. My role as Chief of Police is to oversee the operation of that department. I'm blessed to have Deputy Chief Mike Bowen as my second in command. Chief Bowen is responsible for the operation of the Uniform Division and the Criminal Investigation Division directly, working with those division commanders. Assistant Chief Roy Fields is the third in command, and he's responsible for the operations of the Operations Division and the Administrative Services Division. Both of those gentlemen are career employees, have been in the police department and working for the city of Murfreesboro for many, many years. And then they have staff and command beneath their level of responsibility that runs the various divisions and sections that operate the police department.
My name is Michael Bowen, and I'm the Deputy Chief of Police. I've been with the Murfreesboro Police Department for 27 years. Although I have oversight over overall department operations, my primary responsibilities are with the Criminal Investigations Division and Uniform Division. The Uniform Division is the largest division in the department. These are the officers that you would most likely encounter on a day-to-day basis. Their primary responsibilities include responding to calls for service, which includes crime reports and accident investigations. The Uniform Division has specialized units within that division. Some of those include the motorcycle unit, the parks unit, the directed patrol unit, and the aggressive driving unit. Some of these units utilize unmarked vehicles. Some of them use specialized vehicles such as the motorcycles. The parks unit uses pickup trucks for some of their activities, and they also use Polaris vehicles to patrol the Greenway. This Criminal Investigations Division recently went to specialization. Before, you might have an officer working a robbery, a burglary, and a theft at the same time. What we did is we specialized the detectives in the division to where they could focus on a particular crime. For instance, one group of detectives may just focus primarily on burglaries, another on robberies. That way we can share information better and conduct more thorough investigations. As part of managing our resources, we have developed specialized units within the department to focus on particular problems. Some of those units include the aggressive driving unit, who is responsible for focusing on distracted drivers, aggressive drivers. We also have the directed patrol unit, whose primary responsibilities are to find areas that are high crime areas and to focus on the activities going on in that area. The police department continues to develop partnerships with both state and federal law enforcement agencies. This helps us better investigate crimes that oftentimes go beyond our jurisdictional boundaries. Police officers continue to emphasize community policing, which allows them not only to enforce crimes in a particular neighborhood, but to build partnerships and relationships with citizens in the community to help resolve neighborhood issues. If you have any questions or comments about the Murfreesboro Police Department, please feel free to call me at 896-9011 or visit our website.
We embraced community policing in the Murfreesboro Police Department many years ago, and that takes a number of different forms, including the work that we do in the inner city areas of our community, where we have community policing sites. In the Parkside community development over near Patterson Park, we have officers stationed there. We have officers stationed in the Franklin Heights community development there, public housing area, both of those. We also have officers assigned to many of our parks and recreation facilities, including Patterson Park and Sportscom. And I would suggest to you that a part of our community policing mission also involves the work that we do with Murfreesboro City Schools every day with DARE, drug abuse resistance education, and GREAT, gang resistance education and training. Officers that are assigned to Murfreesboro City Schools, not only to teach those curricula, but also to interact with the children and to assist the principals and the teachers in dealing with problem-solving issues they have within those Murfreesboro City School communities every day. I think a big part of that community policing mission also is the work that we do with community groups and the proactive problem-solving work that happens as a part of our community policing mission. One of the things that's very critical to the operation of any department the size of ours is you have to have the support of your elected officials and the management staff, as well as the citizens of our city, to recognize what the needs of the department are to be able to do the work that you have to do. For us, that begins with a modern fleet of police vehicles. Within the last couple of years, we transitioned to a smaller, more fuel-efficient car, more compact vehicle. We've migrated into the newest generations of mobile video cameras. We are transitioning now to the next generation of mobile data terminals, new laptop computers in the car with faster communications equipment. In fact, all of our police vehicles, when the fleet transition is done, will all have wireless modems built into them so that the car functions as a hotspot for the purposes of wireless mobile data. We are in the process of rebuilding the two-way communication system for police and fire. That will involve, when it's completed, the construction of about 5 new communications towers at the far extremes of the urban growth boundaries for the city of Murfreesboro, the purchase and integration of new communications infrastructure, and finally the deployment of new police and fire radios for all of our vehicles, fire apparatus, so that not only will we be able to communicate interoperably, but the next generation of public safety communications will be well provided for. And the last thing I'll mention that's kind of on the radar for Murfreesboro Police is the development of the North Highland property that will become the new police headquarters building. Council authorized the purchase of the old Murfreesboro Medical Clinic at 1004 North Highland in the latter part of 2013. In the meantime, since that time, they have completed the demolition on the interior of that building, preparing it for the design and development of the new facility, the police headquarters facility. And we're working through that process now. Can't say enough about the relationship that we have with the mayor and council, with city management, how supportive they have been of innovations, new technology, cutting edge equipment, things that we need as a law enforcement agency to be able to do that job well, effectively, safely, and for the benefit of our citizens and our visitors. We're blessed with a great city to provide services to, great citizens who support local law enforcement and work very closely with us. And we have great people. We have people that have dedicated their lives to the service of others, and they take that dedication with them each and every day when they go out to answer those calls for service and to provide service and assistance to our citizens and our visitors. I could not be more proud of them and the work that they do every day. And it's my great privilege and honor to be associated with our Murfreesboro Police Department. If you have an emergency, dial 911. If you have a non-emergency, the non-emergency number for Murfreesboro Police is 893-1311. And anytime anybody has questions about the operation of Murfreesboro Police, certainly you can call me at any time. My office number is 849-2673, and there'll be a couple of wonderful ladies that will answer that phone, and if not direct you to me, direct you to that resource in the department that can directly respond to your question and get you the assistance you need most promptly. I'm glad to talk to anybody anytime about anything that has to do with Murfreesboro Police. You can also email me, gchrisman, C-H-R-I-S-M-A-N, at murfreesborotn.gov, and we have a web page that is full of information. If you want to know more about Murfreesboro Police, we publish an annual volume every year. This happens to be the 2013 annual report for Murfreesboro Police that will tell you probably more than you ever wanted to know about the activities of our department, but there's some wonderful information in there that chronicles the work of our officers and our staff on an annual basis. It's very powerful, and we're very proud of that. Anytime we can be of assistance, pick the phone up and call us, because that's the common denominator of everyone that calls the police. They all need help in some way, and it's our great privilege and honor to be able to assist with that.